First thing this man does when he wakes up is poke holes in the desert with his dagger. Every hole he pokes, he has to feel it again with his feet. Suddenly the desert in front of him began to collapse, but the soldier was so excited that he called all his teammates. It turns out that this is the most primitive way to find a well in the desert. It's been 3 days now, they have not taken in a drop of water, and all their hopes of survival are pinned on the well in front of them. But when they removed the cover, they were dumbfounded. There wasn't a single drop of water in the well. Looking at the almost desperate expressions of his teammates, the captain picked up a brick and threw it into the well, but a dull thud from the bottom of the well made the soldiers disappointed once again. Trapped in the endless Sahara desert without water, they could only wait for death, so the captain remained undeterred. He sent David to the bottom of the well to take a closer look, but the bottom of the well was nothing but yellow sand. Just when David was desperate to climb up, he suddenly felt a damp sensation on the wall of the well. He felt along the wall and finally found a drop of water slowly dripping from one of the corners. David's eyes instantly glowed, and he excitedly looked towards his teammates to find a container for the water. His teammates dared not delay for a moment and took out the metal box they had with them. Knowing that water is hard to come by, David didn't dare to waste even a single drop. After picking up the box, he carefully poured the water drops he had collected into the box. Although the water source is not much, but it is directly related to the life and death of this 9-member team, the captain immediately ordered people to bring more containers. It wasn't until a few hours later that 2 lunchboxes full of water were finally picked up. David repeatedly urged his teammates to be careful. Now they could not afford to make a single mistake. With the hungry eyes of his teammates, the 2 lunchboxes of water were successfully delivered to the captain. Although the captain knew that everyone was already thirsty, but in order to ensure that everyone could drink water, the captain still strictly limited everyone to 3 sips. The soldiers, who hadn't had any water for days, were now like dry grass moisturized by the rain. The men said it was sweet, like a woman. Although there wasn't much water, it was enough to give the soldiers hope to live again. David stayed at the bottom of the well to collect water, but he never stole a drop of water. With the problem of water solved, the soldiers were soon refreshed, but it didn't last long. That day, the soldiers on guard duty suddenly noticed an enemy armored car coming towards them. They immediately went into action. After capturing 2 enemy prisoners, the captain started to get information about the enemy, but it's not easy. However, when he saw the enemy POWs whose mouths were already dry, the captain guessed that they were also struggling for water. This made the captain think of a brilliant idea.